Hello movie lovers, Bob for Bob's movie review here, and today I'd like to review for you a movie I just watched called Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. This one's provided to me for review by Lionsgate. If you get a chance to check this one out, love your thoughts in the comment section below. I will be sure to include more information with the links, first one down in the description. So this is a horror movie where this group of friends are kind of frenemies maybe. They all join their one friend at this kind of really secluded house. They're very wealthy, and we find out that there's a hurricane coming, so they decide to have a hurricane party. Now, two women get there a little bit late, and you can definitely tell right away that there is a lot of friction between the members of this group. And so they're kind of just drinking and having fun. The storm starts to come in. They decide to play Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. Now, I don't know if this is like another game, but I know I've seen this as similar to like Among Us, where one person is the killer, and eventually they'll kill somebody, and then everybody else has to try to guess who the killer is. And I don't know a lot more about it than that. And so the first person is killed, and they start to try to figure out who the killer is. And instantly it goes from fun game to just like these really brutal attacks on each other. Not like physically, just really trying to hurt each other's feelings and kind of tell truths about each other that maybe are secrets or whatever. And so they start to get pissed off, and a couple of the people decide to quit the game or whatever. Then the power really goes out, and they lose cell phone reception, and they kind of start to freak out a little bit. But they're okay. And then one of the friends ends up really dead, and it's really crazy. They don't know what to do. They're like trying to figure out how to get help. They can't get help, and they're just kind of stuck. They don't know what to do. And so the friends kind of begin to turn on each other and kind of fight, and eventually start almost living out a real game of Bodies, 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 which I think is kind of the idea here, that they actually start living out this game. And, you know, people are getting killed, and they're, you know, attacking each other physically and mentally. And we don't know who the killer is. It just kind of slowly, people are picked off until we have just two left at the end. And they're like, okay, well, one of them is probably the killer. And it's the two girlfriends. One of them is probably the killer, and they kind of survive the night. And the next morning, the storm is gone. The cell phone service is restored. So I enjoyed this movie. I thought it kind of had like a little bit of slow beginning, and it really had that kind of millennial attitude to it, which I understand. But definitely very different attitudes than horror movies that I grew up with. I wouldn't call this one necessarily scary. It's more of a mystery and a thriller. I mean, there's murders, but I didn't find it to be very scary. Now, I think the best thing this movie has going for it is the ending. The ending is like probably the craziest ending I've ever seen in a movie, and I'm not going to spoil it, but just that ending really was really good. So I like this one quite a bit, guys. Definitely a fun movie. I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. Hope you did enjoy the video. If you haven't already, subscribe for more videos, share the chess videos, and I'll see you guys next time.